I really, really like this mini PC. What sets this apart from other mini PCs I've tested, this is so much smaller. Like, I'm sure there are smaller ones out there, but this is really incredible. I also really like that it's powered by a USB-C port. So let me go ahead and show you kind of what you get out of the box and show all the tests I've run on this thing and show you how well it works in different scenarios. Okay, let's look out of the box at what you get. Oh wow, I don't know if the video shows this, but this thing is puny. Like, look at this. That's impressive. Oh cool, so you get an alternate color, so if you want it to be red instead of black, you can do that. I like this. It uses power via USB-C. I don't think I've seen that on a mini PC before. That's really nice. HDMI cable and mount as well. Alright, so if we have a look on the front side, all you have is this single power button. Then you've got 3 USB 3.0 ports here. Then this is your power, 2 LAN ports and an audio jack, and then 2 HDMI and 1 display port. Alright, looking at this red case, it looks like it just pops into place, which leads me to believe I should just be able to pull this off, which I don't know if it matters what corner to start from, but I started from here. Ooh. And no casualties. Awesome. All right, and to save space, they use the M.2 drive. So really, that's the only thing you could install here if you wanted to install one that's larger capacity. Let's check out the underside. Oops. And here's the fan. It looks like there's no way to upgrade the RAM, or at least not easily. But if you did need to come in and clean off the fan every once in a while, this is how you would do it. Cool. Alright, let's go through the Windows 11 setup real quick. So it is the Intel N100 processor, got 12 gigs of RAM, and an active license of Windows 11 Pro, and a 1TB hard drive. Very nice. I wrote a script to help install all the software I will need, so I'm going to give this a couple hours and then be right back and we'll start testing things out. Alright, so here I am playing, what is this game called? Nice. Okay, so I just scored. For the life of me, I can't remember what this game is called, but I just scored. But if you look at the frames per second in the upper right hand corner, you can see I'm getting around 20 to 25 or the high 20s. So not really what you want for gaming, but you know, obviously it's working because I keep scoring. I think I'm playing a computer or something. I don't know how to play this game, but frames per second, not great. Rocket League. That's what this game is called. It's called Rocket League. So something like Roblox that isn't quite as graphics intensive does just fine as it pauses. Mostly does just fine. You can see it's not super choppy, but again, this isn't really a gaming PC. It's just a really small PC where you can do gaming if you want, especially for something like this that's not super fancy or anything like that. Right around 30 frames per second it looks like. So let's run Geekbench and see how well this does. Alright, so here is our scores. Let's compare the results. So this is N100. The closest thing I have to compare it with is this N95. And so it is getting higher scores than that, as we would expect. Go ahead and run a GPU test. And we got the GPU score back of 3318. Let's compare that with some of the other computers I've tested. And that is on the lower end of things. And again, this would be the one to compare. So it is still higher than this. Let's check out the Heaven benchmark. And if you look at the top right hand corner, you can see the frames per second pretty low at just around 10. So where this mini PC is really going to shine is just multitasking. So let me go ahead and just open up as many things as I can so we can just see how it works having a bunch of things running all at once. Here I've got the GIMP open and this is running smooth as be. Worked pretty well. How about this? Let's see, let's go to Blender. We got some jiggly pudding. Let's open Inkscape and try some more graphic intensive stuff. Let's see how many corners we can get on this. Bad. And hey, pretty good navigation in Inkscape. Happy about that. And here we are back in Blender and you can see me going through this file and just kind of navigating. This is not slow at all. This is fine. So if I wanted to do this for 3D work, this is just fine. This is pretty impressive actually. And here I am in Chrome with a bunch of tabs open, and this is running just fine as well. So having a look at the Process Manager, we've got 3 instances of Blender open, all doing things. We have Google Chrome with a bunch of tabs as well. It is using up a good chunk of memory, but everything is running just fine. I can navigate to all my different tabs without any issue, and I can do all the processes I want. This is really good for multitasking. This unit was sent to me so I could do this video review. I've really been impressed and happy with it. The whole time I've been using it, it's been super quiet. Haven't really heard it at all, which is really nice. One thing I do want to point out, the USB-C on the back here, this is only for power. I did try it with the USB-C hub to see if I could do anything with it. And no, I couldn't get that to work. In fact, the only way I could power it was with the included power adapter. So while I do like that it is USB-C powered, it is a bummer that I can't use a USB-C hub and do power delivery power through this. I think the performance on this is really good. It's more or less what I had expected. It's not a gaming PC. You could get away with some games, but really what you would want to use this for is multitasking, just general browsing, media, that sort of thing. Because this has 2 LAN ports on the back, this would work really well as a firewall if you wanted to set it up as that. And this would also work great as a media server if you wanted to run like a Plex server or Open Media Vault or something like that. I think this would be a fantastic device for that, especially with 3 USB 3.0 ports on the back. It's also really nice that it has a terabyte of storage. This thing is really cool. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.